So I've been very adamant on the past. I've talked about it in many videos, especially when it comes to kick streamers themselves, because it seems that whenever I bring up ridiculous streamers and streamers doing absolutely stupid stuff, majority of the time, if not all of the time, they seem to be streaming on Kick. Because to me, especially right now at this point in time, Kick is in a terrible place. I think that they are having a really extremely bad time in terms of not just the creators that they have on their platform, but also just the platform itself as well. Especially the fact that they're still using the UI from Twitch as well. So to me, I honestly think that Kick is terrible. I honestly, and I see so many people on the internet all the goddamn time saying how about Twitch has fell off and Kick is the next big thing. Kick is here, yes. Oh my god, Kick is so much better than Twitch. And I've said it as well, is that if you watch like one or two people and you watch actual genuine streamers, then yeah, you can say that. Yeah, I can see why you would say that. But if we're just talking about Kick as a whole, the platform itself as a streaming service as a whole, no, it's not doing well. It is not doing well. And to be honest, it's almost kind of maybe in a little bit of a decline, especially in the last few months. I'd say since the start of this year, really, Kick has kind of like taken the back seat a little bit more than it previously had. I mean, it was kind of on the rise a bit, especially after signing some big streamers and some big names. But really now it doesn't seem to be doing well. And one of its biggest creators, Adin wants back on Twitch. Now, I'm going to show you a clip right here of him, and I don't know exactly like what he was watching or the context behind it, but it doesn't matter too much about like what he was watching. It's more or less just him talking about how he wants to get unbanned on Twitch.
Saying hi to you, Dan. Look in the top right. They're all saying hi to you, dude. Look, why did you ban me, bro, for unmoderable conduct, bro? All I want to do is come to Twitch and share the light, share the high energy, you know, share positive vibes. And I want to collaborate with people like Jinxie and Kai again. You know what I mean? My friend group has not been the best. They don't really stream. They don't really lift me up. They don't really make me feel like a good guy. That's why I'm the person I am. Dan Clancy, if you give me a chance, unban me on Twitch, I promise you, bro, I'll be around people like Kai Sinat, and he will literally show me the light. Let me collaborate with my brother Kai. Let me collaborate with Jinxie. Let me collaborate with other streamers. Please, man. Flight Reacts wants to stream with me. Come on, dude. There's so many people. I will literally hang up an LGBTQ plus flag in the background if that's what it takes. I'll paint my nails on stream. What do you need me to do? I'll wear a tail. Dye my hair blue. What do you want me to do? I'll do it. Just get me on ban, bro, please. I want to collaborate with my people. It's GG. Wait, I ruined it. How? Y'all told me, bro.
Now, as you can see there, now I understand when, like, he's saying it. Obviously, he's joking around to a certain extent. Like, you can say, especially with him saying how he'll hang up the LGBT flag in the background to try and seem more PG and more, you know, politically correct and all that stuff. Because he did get banned on Twitch for saying a lot of inappropriate stuff and being somewhat offensive in a lot of ways, especially if you compare it to, you know, Twitch's standards, comparing it to Kick standards. You know, it wasn't a good look on Twitch, so they decided to permanently ban him. But I can understand of why he'd want to at least just get unbanned on Twitch, not necessarily to even just stream back on Twitch, but at the same time, if he did get unbanned on Twitch, I could see him going back to the platform, not permanently, but also more or less how XQC is so much on Twitch and Kick, where XQC doesn't necessarily multi-stream on both platforms, but he'll stream on Kick some days, and then some days he'll go back and stream on Twitch. And to me, I think that this will benefit Adin a lot more. And I wanted to like garner and look at some numbers of comparing Adin of when he was on Twitch to him now on Kick. And I can understand just looking at these numbers right here, looking at the graphs. So this right here, the first one I'm going to show, this is around about the last year on Twitch before he got banned. Now, as we can see, like, he was doing extremely well. Those gaps in between is either him taking a break or him getting banned, because him getting permanently banned on Twitch, that wasn't his first offense. I think it was like 8 bans before he got permanently banned on Twitch. But as you can see, he was doing really well. He was streaming a decent amount. He was averaging a lot of viewers. His peak viewership was extremely well as well. Like, he was doing really well on Twitch until he get banned. Now, if we look at Twitch, now, unfortunately, Twitch is harder to find stats for. There's this one website, but they make you pay a premium service if we want to look at like more data. So all I've gotten right here is Adin last 30 days, which we can kind of like garner like the same amount of like, oh yeah, we can kind of see of how Adin Ross is tracking compared to Twitch, even though this is a whole year compared to 30 days, but we can kind of like, still get the general conceptus of how well he's doing. And even then, I would argue as well that Adin Ross is more popular now than he was like over a year ago when he initially got banned on Twitch. I would say that his popularity is peaking. But if we look at the numbers, even in the last 30 days, he is averaging less viewers in total, and his peak viewership is also less. So to me, I don't blame him at all of why he would want to go back to Twitch. And it's not even just Adin Ross on the platform as well. It's also Kick as a whole. I did a little bit of a Google Trends search and then also did like comparing Kick stats compared to Twitch stats as well. So this first one here, if we go ahead and look at this right here, these two graphs, because I put them up in both of them because I wanted to do the search term and also put them under the definition of service. But either way, you can see that in terms of Google worldwide, Twitch and Kick Twitch is being searched a lot more than Kick is, which is not surprising as well. Then if we look at the stats in whole of how many people are viewing Twitch compared to Kick, it's almost a joke. Like, it really, really is. So this right now, this is Twitch's viewership, and this is at the moment of me recording this video. So right around this time at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, it's usually like a bit of a lower viewership for like streaming services in general, because like it's when America's like, right now I think America would have to be like in the early mornings, so something like 3 in the morning or something like that. So there's not a lot of people on it, but obviously the rest of the world there is. But as you can see, there's still a lot of people watching Twitch right now, and the 7-day average viewership is massive. Right now, there's 1.2 million people viewing it, and that 7-day average is 2.3 million. But then if we go ahead and we look at Kick's like stats, you can see that it is astronomically less. Like, look at the massive difference of that. Right now, there's only 96,000 people, just under 100,000 people on Kick, like live viewers, and its average over the last 7 days is not even 250,000. So you could see that the pull that Twitch has, even though I see so many people on the internet, people always talk about how Twitch is dead, Twitch is rubbish, boycott Twitch, Twitch is garbage, with the whole, especially with the whole like, metas that's been going around. I've covered them so many times with like the whole OnlyFans girls doing all those thought metas of where they're showing their tits or showing their ass, trying to like tippy-toe around the Twitch's TOS, and everyone's talking about how Twitch is rubbish, it's garbage, the platform's dead, no one goes on it. Kick is so much better. Kick is on the rise. But if you really look at the stats, if you look at the website stats, and then you also look at like the biggest like pool on Kick, which would have to be Adin Ross. Like, Adin Ross and XQC would have to be the top 2 people that you go to Kick for. But even them, like, comparing like Adin Ross's stats for when he was on Twitch, and like I said, I would 100% argue that right now Adin Ross is more popular than he's ever been. He is a lot more fucking popular than when he got banned on Twitch. So much more popular. If anything, his permanent ban on Twitch made him more popular. But the fact is that he's not able to get the same pull on Kick, because Kick doesn't have the same pull that Twitch does. I don't think that this is just a video about how Adin Ross wants to get unbanned on Twitch so he can just stream with, like, Jinxie and Fly and Kai and Queso and Sketch and all those guys, because he really would like to. And honestly, I'd love to see that. Like I've said in the past, I'm not a massive Adin Ross fan. Sometimes I think that he can be a bit of a wanker, but at the same time, I heavily respect his grind. I really, really heavily respect his grind. But I think this video is also about how Twitch is just in a league of its own. Like, Kick can't compete. They will never be able to compete, no matter how many people say that, oh, Kick's doing well. Oh, Kick's going to be better than Twitch. It won't. I'm sorry, but it never will be. There's no possible way. It's like YouTube. Like, there would have to be, I can't name off the top of my head, but there is definitely so many websites that came out after YouTube trying to compete with YouTube throughout the early 2010s. But they just never got anywhere. because it's just not possible. Because once that initial service starts and everyone hops onto that service, it's hard for the competitors underneath it to then try to catch up to it. And everyone's already found their streaming service and found their home, and they like Twitch and they want to stay there. And they don't want to move to any other platform. That's how people are. Once people find their platform, they don't want to move. And Kick will never be able to have that pull that Twitch does. And I could definitely see that Adin Ross would want to get unbanned on Twitch, because if he does, I highly see him restreaming on Twitch, not permanently. I definitely see him doing what XQC does, 100%. But I'd like to hear what you guys have to think about this down below. Like, would you like to see Adin Ross unbanned on Twitch? I mean, I think that Twitch should unban him. I think they should unban him, see how it goes, and give him like a kind of like a golden point where they'd say like, hey, if you fuck up, if you break our TOS in any way possible, we'll permanently ban you, and then you'll have no chance ever again, no matter what, of getting unbanned. I definitely think that Twitch should go down that route. I think it would be good for them because he brings in a large audience, and I also think that it would be beneficial for him and also the streamers that he wants to stream with as well. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. That's it from me. Peace out.